creative continuity. We bring the convention to you.
All right, Harold again with creative continuity. I'm here with Zack Hoffman.
I was the guy in high school that did all the impressions. And then when I finally got the role of G.I.Joe, I walked into a room and it was all the guys in high school that did all the impressions.
Wow.
You know, so we just had a great time. Everybody could do everybody else's voice. We just had a fun time doing the show.
What did you think when you saw the character? Where did you come up with the voice?
Well,
what came to you?
What came to me was they told me that he was a mercenary. So that's a mindset, and then also, so I took two characters from literature. I read part of A Clockwork Orange, and that character Alex.
Yes.
And then I read Shakespeare's Merry Wives of Windsor, and I took part of the character of Falstaff, who's very full of himself, as Zartan is full of himself always.
How long did you work on G.I. Joe?
From the beginning to the end, you know, like the last show that I did, well, I guess the end of a certain portion of G.I. Joe, but they did the series and then they did the film, G.I. Joe the movie, and I was in all of, you know, I guess the 2 seasons and the movie and one of the miniseries.
Okay, awesome. So after G.I. Joe, what doors open from there? I know you went on to do other acting and stage plays.
I was acting for, you know, that's it, stage plays, and I did a couple of films, and I wrote a one-man show called Tuxedo Man, which I'm still performing.
Awesome.
And it's a wonderful show. It's about a down-and-out lounge singer, and you get to see him 3-dimensionally, and it's really, people love this show.
So do you actually do any lounge singing?
Yes. Yes, it's a character named Nick Sands, and the director says, what did he say? He's 2 scotches away from oblivion. You know, it's the guy, they've been doing the same show over and over again for many, many years, and he tries to keep reinventing himself. It's just a wonderful show. And yes, you watch this guy get ready to go on stage, and then the stage turns 180, and then he walks out and does his show, and then the stage turns again, and you get to see him after the show is over.
Oh, so that takes a degree of acting chops right there. You got to go in deep and constantly switch characters. That's awesome. Now, what was the inspiration behind putting together this stage play?
You know, I've met these people in my life. It's a composite character that I always thought, these professional singers, you know, these lounge guys, these Sinatra-esque entertainers, have really been made fun of and never been given a guy who has a soul and a heart and a struggle. And that was an inspiring for me. And then there's a nostalgia. You know, here we are remembering the 80s, and this guy is the same kind of guy. He loves hooking into a time that made him feel wonderful.
And this little Jewish guy comes up to me and he starts poking his finger right in my chest, and he says, "You are a good singer, but nobody wants to see Frank Sinatra dressed like a bum."
Love this show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how is voice acting compared to live acting? I heard people saying that voice acting is not as easy as people may think it is.
No, well, it's never. You have to, whatever you do in acting, you have to come from a place of being genuine, and you have to find that connection so that people connect with you.
So, what was your favorite G.I. Joe episode and why?
Well, I always have to go with Cold Slither.
Okay.
Because it's just funny, and we got to sing. You know, they were going to hire rock and roll singers, and we said, no, we'll do it. We can sing. And so they brought us in, and I thought there was going to be a band behind us, but there wasn't. So we had to make that adjustment. And I've watched the show recently, and I like it. But the last line that I deliver is when Zartan has been just filled with all this adulation.
Okay.
And then, of
All
course,
right.
the mind control thing goes away,
All
and
right.
everybody walks away. And there's Zartan's line is,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
"Where did everybody go?" And it was sort of an homage to Bette Midler in the Rose,
Right.
who was like hooked into the audience. So I just remember that and having a lot of fun.
This is Harold Gant with Zack Hoffman. Check out Tuxedo Man. You can find it at zackhoffman.com. Showtime, location. It's a great play by a great actor and a great voice actor. Creative continuity, Zack Hoffman, Harold Gant, signing off.